Good morning. Wow, this has been a hard fought battle. We've got some lag issues on the video. We've tried to broadcast this is the third attempt, so hopefully it goes well. It's a little disconcerting, and thank you for your patience. For those of you who've jumped back and forth from the different videos as I posted them, I appreciate your tenacity, and I hope it's worth it. We'll see. All right, here we go. We've got some from Don Q. Let's kick off. Welcome to Haiku Friday, March 31st, 2023. First one from Don Q. It's come down to this. Okay, we just had a glitch. We're gonna fly by wire here. Okay, here we go. It's come down to this. I wish it were that easy. Goodbye and good luck. All right, second one from Don Q. Paradoxically, old is young and young is old, if the truth be told. Oh, got a little rhyming there too. Thanks, Don Q. Um, for some reason I thought there were three from Don Q. Did I not get the third one? Maybe there were just two. Don Q, I'm sorry if I only got two out of three. Uh, this has been kind of the theme of the week so far, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. All right, here we have one from our pal Rico-san. This week's life lesson: to be happy and fulfilled, low expectations. Well, I hope so. I hope being happy is a low expectation, but I don't know. Some of us work pretty hard at it. All right. Thanks, Rico san. Now we have some from Bill. Winter, quiet still. Life is buried deep inside, waiting to spring out. Spring life emerges, absorbing the new sunshine. Feel the potential. Summer, rich in life, growing, expanding, stretching. This is life's season. And lastly, autumn matures. Summer's bounty stored away, ready for winter. Now, thank you, Bill. And I might have did a disservice to you in that I didn't tell our listeners, our viewers, that these were four poems having to do with the seasons. And I just decided to read them all as once because I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the seasons. So thank you, Bill. Those are lovely. Like I told Bill, I love summer. Summer, please come back. All right. Here's my haiku. It's not a chess match. Cuckoo cult members don't think. They just fling feces. Yeah. Yes, that is a political statement. Anyway, so hope you're all doing well. Again, my apologies for all the flubs this morning. I've had it's been a kind of a it's been a tough morning trying to get this together. Um, I don't know, got some technical difficulties. I think some are web oriented, some are on my end. Who knows? Anyway, uh, but thank you for sticking with us. Now, I have this is the conclusion of today's haikus. But if you want to hang out and hear what's been going on with me, please do. I will, but things are pretty good. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. And for those of you who are able to be out as a trans person, I hope you are out. I think the more of us who just are in society, um, just not, we all struggle with things, but those of us who are making things happen for other people, whether we're driving a bus or flying an airplane or a doctor or a waiter or a waitress, or I guess I'd say server or a server or an actor or a student that's doing a good job, um, garbage collector. There's just, we've always been a part of society. We've always been here. It's only been lately that we feel safe enough to say, well, we're here. That's the thing about trans stuff. We can hide it until we can't. Um, so we've always been here. And it's kind of cool that, uh, now the law's on our side and we can be safe. So those of us who are making things happen for everybody, it's not a big deal. I think, being a trans person may be the last thing I identify with in my life. And but it's part of my life. And there you go. So happy Trans Day of Visibility for those of you who are able to be visible and showing that you are a valued member of society. I know that's too bad that we have to have worth as human beings by what we do, but um, that's the system we live under right now, and we're doing the work. So let's celebrate it. Oh, speaking of doing the work, I sold a painting. Not only did I sell a painting, I had lovely tea and conversation with a friend of mine, and it was very cool to sell a painting. That's one thing I'm not very good at doing is selling things. And you know what? My undergrad degree was in marketing. I don't mind making ads. I don't mind doing that kind of stuff, but the actual setting a price on something and you know, doing that makes me feel very uncomfortable. And so thank you for those of you who see the paintings and then reach out and say, "Oh, I'd like that. I'd like to buy that." And then I don't have to say, "Oh, you want to buy this painting?" I did just finish a new one, uh, and I hope this is a house in the desert. House in the desert, and we got a little road runner down there. Meep meep, doing his thing, and that I think I'm still a lot of ways. I'm still in Palm Springs. This has been it's been a week, 2 weeks. I don't know, 2 weeks, I guess. And man, I tell you, I miss the sunshine and the desert. I miss all that stuff. I know logically it's a much better place to live, and I do love Spokane. Do love Spokane, and we're heading into some months in Spokane that it's just beautiful to be here. So I guess I'm turning into an old person that I want to be warm in a warm place when it's cold out. Uh, so uh, I had a good radio interview um, with a couple of friends. One was an older friend, one's a friend I just met that day. And it was about Space Queers, which was a comedy show last night. Sarah got tickets for it, and we went upstairs. It was at Lucky You Lounge, and we went upstairs and we had dinner, and then we went down. And then we were trying to get downstairs to watch the show. We were a half hour early to the show, and the place was already packed. So I guess they weren't really. I guess maybe the tickets thing is just. I don't think the tickets matter because obviously they wouldn't have sold more tickets than they had space for. So but that's the way it goes. Hopefully, I get to see the show sometime. It was encouraging, though. So many LGBT folks and allies, our friends, nice people, kind people, smart people, creative people, all that down in the basement of Lucky You Lounge, and it was packed. I went in, and said hi, and then I exited because the bouncer probably would have bounced me out of there because they were at capacity for the show. But that's good news. That's good news. And actually, Sarah and I would have been like the grandparents of everybody there, probably by our age. We were very much would have been the oldest. And to be honest, staying up to 10 o'clock is pretty hard for me. So we were in bed at like 9:30 last night. Woo! So anyway, it was a good. I think everybody. I would imagine everybody had a great time. What a cool venue! If you get a chance to see the Space Queers thing, do it. Do it. And don't rely on your ticket. Be there about an hour early to get a seat or to get a place to stand because the tickets, it don't mean nothing. All right. Running. How's running going? Well, running is going good. It's been fun, but man, I'll tell you, it's getting harder and harder to run long distances. I ran 10 and a half yesterday, and it's like an all day thing now, which is hard to spring back from. But Sarah and I both have 25Ks coming up in April, then one in June. So we're trying to get in shape for those. And of course, Sarah's an awesome runner. Let's see. So, last of the generation, my mom is out of my mom's side, my dad's side, everybody on my dad's side gone. And that's six siblings. My mom's side, six siblings, and now she is the sole survivor of the six. It's just a crazy thing. You realize, hey, who's next? Who's the next generation on the chopping block? But that's okay. So congrats to my mom, Uncle Ray, love you, and you know, uh, hope hope you're there wherever there, where whatever the is, that all our friends and family and everybody gets together in the big cosmos, heaven, community of the saints, forgiveness of the sins. No, I mean, whatever, wherever, you know, Uncle Ray was a very funny, very smart, cool guy. So, um, anyway, hope hope we all get to be someplace sometime that's nice like that. So, anyway, Uncle Ray, love you. Happy birthday. Speaking of love, happy birthday to my son Kirk. 38 years ago, Kirk was born, and at the time I was, when during most of, one of my ex-wife's pregnancy, I was at officer training school for 3 months of that, and then, towards the end of it, last 3 months or so, we got in the car, we drove down to the Williams Air Force Base in Arizona, where I was gonna go to, um, pilot training, undergraduate pilot training for the Air Force, and Kirk was born at Williams Air Force Base, Arizona, which is not an Air Force base anymore. Doesn't really exist. It exists as a airport, but I don't think the hospital's there anymore. Like Kirk was born in. But what a great time! Kirk was such a great kid. Is a great man, a great dad to three sons, a great husband to his wife Sarah, who I call Little Sarah. Um, and of course, my Sarah would be Big Sarah. I don't know. I don't say that. I just say Sarah and Little Sarah. Uh, but Kirk had his 38th birthday today. I mean, it's so funny. You think back 38 years ago, and it is a fog going that far back. But man, the world has changed so much in just those 38 years, and it's going to keep changing. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for those of you who stuck around to listen to today's litany of current events, my current events. And thanks for sticking with me on all these troubles that I'm having as far as getting everything up and running. Which, if you've been able to tell, I'm still fighting it. So take care. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Love you. Send me your haikus. Haikufriday.com. That's kind of a gateway. You can just put them in the remarks on Facebook, whatever you want to do. And take care. Have a great weekend. Bye now.